Hi there, teachers. I'm Victoria Carlton. I'm based in Perth in Western Australia, and I've been teaching for a long time. I work a lot with children who have learning difficulties these days, but I also do a lot of presentations to teachers, and I write a lot of products to help teachers as well, but with their literacy teaching in particular, but also with emotional intelligence. I want to talk to you today just briefly about the importance of dictation in your programs. Now, I do a lot of Jolly Phonics presentations and a lot of Jolly Grammar presentations, and I can still remember when I started using these products over 30 years ago. I can remember thinking, whoa, dictation, that sounds really boring. I remember having that at school. I hated it. It was so boring. I'm not sure I really want to do this. But I have realised the power of dictation. I've well and truly realised the power of it. And I now like to use it with all of my students. You see, using dictation, actually getting the children to listen to a sound or a word or a phrase or a sentence, it gets them to actually concentrate, to listen carefully. And so they have to listen. They have to listen to the sounds. So therefore, they are practicing what you have been teaching them in your synthetic phonics program. So you've been teaching them about how the sounds are blended together and about how you can take a word and you can segment it and you can take the words apart. So in dictation, this is where all this comes together and we practice. And of course, when we practice, we get better. So there are many different levels of dictation. So with very young children who are just starting to learn the sounds and the formation of the letters, you might just call out one of the letter sounds. So it might be S or A, and the children could write that down on their piece of paper. So this is not a test. This is for them to practice and for you to have a look and to make sure that what you're teaching is in fact being learned and applied as well. Then, of course, you've got 3-letter words, you've got 4-letter words, and you've got phrases and sentences that you can use within your program. So I like to apply some dictation every single day. I find that one of the wonderful spin-offs is that children start to concentrate. They really concentrate, and it improves their listening skills. So I say to children, I will say the sound or the word or the sentence, whatever it is, I will say it 3 times, then you say it, and then you write it. And I refuse to say it after that. I'm only going to say it 3 times, so I'm training them to actually listen. And I stick to that. I won't repeat it because I want the kids to know that this is really important. So if I was doing the word sat, I'd say, okay, children, you've got your pencil ready. Here is the word. The word is sat. I want you to listen carefully to the sounds and I want you to write that word down. Sat. 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 And then they would write it down. I might say, if the children are still really needing to have this, I might say the word is sat. S-A-T. So let's put a finger up for every sound we hear. S-A-T. And I might even get the children to write the word in the air. So I'm not trying to catch them out. I will give them the support that they need. But basically, I want them to listen while I say the sound or the word 3 times. You don't have to use 3. You could use 2, 4, 1. It's really up to your class. But get them to practice listening to sounds or words, phrases or sentences every single day, because this really works. And just to remind you, in case you're not aware of this, inside the Jolly Phonics handbook, here it is here, right, inside the Jolly Phonics handbook, you have got what's called homework writing sheets, where you can send home words for children to practice writing down. Their parents can call them out. Now, I don't do that because most of the parents, the children that I see, are too busy to do this, what I do is I use these in my lessons, and then I might give the children some words to copy out in different colours and practice. But that's up to you. It's really up to you and your parent body. So you've got words to go all the way through that first year. So it goes into 4-letter words. It starts to go into the alternatives of the vowel sounds. And then at about list 37, you start to get some phrases like a long scarf or a loud thump. And so you say that 3 times, all right? And then the children write that down. And they can, of course, they can repeat it back to you if you want them to do that. So after they've got the phrases, they then have practice sentences for you to use. So it might be that as you go into Jolly Grammar 1, you might be still using these words and still using these phrases and sentences. But remember, you can tweak this dictation any way you like. I say it 3 times because I've got children who've got auditory processing difficulties and also kids who've got problems with concentration. You might be able to say it less. But I promise you this, you will start to see some real results if you use dictation on a daily basis with your children. Okay, thanks for listening. And if you like what you've seen, I hope that you will listen to more. And I'm very happy for you to put some comments down as well. Let's share. All right, we need each other. Thank you.
For more of Victoria Carlton's tips, go to YouTube and search Victoria Carlton Programs. Victoria's products are available on Teachers Pay Teachers. They cover literacy, emotional intelligence, and Sunday school lessons. Victoria's website address, blog, and email address are on the screen in front of you. Victoria Carlton reserves the right of copyright on all her products.